So who here really wants to know the secret on how to beat the banker? Do you actually really want to know what it takes to beat the banker? Okay. So what I'm going to say is that it's very, very simple. Learn how to invest your money. Now, a really interesting quote that I want to share with you um, comes from Albert Einstein, and it's always kind of resonated with me. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So, look, if you've come here today for a different outcome on how 95% of people play the game the wrong way, then you're in the right place. Maybe you're doing some of this, but you're not seeing the results you need. Well, you've got to be prepared to make some changes. The bottom line is, who cares about your money the most? It's not the banks. It's not John, your neighbor from over the road. It's you. So when you stop letting the system dictate what happens with your money, take control. That is your number one principle. Get into the game. Play the game the right way. Right way. Now, what I would say as well, is it fair to say that people like me, people like you, we are unlikely to be the ones that drive the prices in the market? Who would agree and say that's pretty much fair to say? Yeah. So the question is, who? Who is pushing the price? And again, we kind of come back to the fact of the institutions, the banks. They hold around 80% of the trading volume in the market. So look, that's increasing year on year. For retailers are now starting to take a little bit more control, but realistically, 80% of what happens in the market, what's driving the price of these markets, is down to the banks and the institutions. So it's clear to see we're not the ones controlling or driving the prices, the markets, the institutions are. And that brings me to the next powerful principle. Something that you should be thinking about is let the big boys do the hard work for you. And what that means is that our trading decisions are unlikely to hold as much weight in terms of moving the prices in the market, which means we don't want to make decisions purely around what we think is going to happen. We need to understand and think like the institutions, understand how they're playing the game, understand what they're likely going to do, as they're the ones driving the price, not us.